Okay, here's a little secret I want to share with you. You can change your life, but you must do what I tell you, and it might be a little challenging. Hi, I'm Sil, and I shaped my life the way I wanted. And if I did it, you can do that too. Watch this entire video and tell me in the comments below if you feel like you can give it a try. And this is just the first video I'll do on this topic. So don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and ring the bell so you don't miss the next ones. Since I was a little girl, I believed that I had the power to create the life I wanted to have. I could feel that there is some sort of energy that remains there untapped just because we're always in a rush. We're never in the present where things happen, where we can grab the energy and use it. I remember creating a mood board with the clothes I wanted to wear, the house I wanted to live in. That house actually had something very special in it. It was a bathroom with a huge window overlooking the forest. And I'm mentioning this because I will tell you something later. So for those of you who are not familiar, a mood board is usually a cork board where we pin magazine pictures of things we love, things we want to have in our lives, from a cute doggy to a wonderful house or a jet. They're very easy and fun to make, and some people believe they have the power to help us materialize our dreams. What happens is that when we create these mood boards, we put a lot of energy into things. For looking for the right pictures, to pinning them, it's just a lot of love and good vibes. But then, once it's done, we usually forget about it. That's what happened to me. However, whenever I look back, I identify some things that I have in my life today that were there from the beginning in my mood board from when I was 10. I actually can see how some of my mood boards informed my decisions. How so, you may ask? Well, somehow these images stick to our subconscious mind and they kind of create an invisible target or goal. You know that whenever we have a goal, we try to make decisions based on that goal. So voila! That's how it happens. We begin to make smart decisions based on goals our conscious mind does not access very frequently. So, if you want to change your life, here goes my first tip. Create a mood board. That's simple. Design on a cork board the life you want to have. Add as much detail as possible. Colors, shapes, people, food, music, words. Surround yourself with what you want for you. Make it spectacular. But then you may argue, it's ridiculous to say that a mood board will change my life. Oh yes, indeed. 100% with you. I agree. The mood board itself does not have all the power. It does have some though. So that takes me to the second thing that I want to share with you. Have you ever felt that you're a mess, losing it, not able to cope with all the burden, overwhelmed? And have you ever felt that maybe these are the reasons why you don't get the life that you want? Well, I hear you, my friend. We all feel like that sometimes, many times, often even. Life is tough, and it is okay to feel that way, but no one wants to stay like that forever. So if that feeling seems to be the roadblock between you and your dream life, you must do something about it.
I am done! I don't deserve this! I really do not deserve this!
So tip number 2 is here to help you. Make a plan and write it down.
Where are you going, Brain?
Back to the cage to plan for tomorrow night.
Why? What are we gonna do tomorrow night?
The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world.
A plan only? That's all? Having a plan with details and a deadline makes your goals much more tangible. It does not mean that things are gonna happen to you on the exact date that you established. Well, you can be lucky, but that's not how it usually happens. Especially if you're unrealistic when you're making this plan, which happens to a lot of us. We want things quickly. I don't have time to wait. But a plan helps us keep things on track. I'll tell you a story. I'm from Brazil and I used to live there when I came to visit New York in 2013. My friend and I were walking around Chelsea when we passed by the Chelsea Market building, where a very large Google sign sits on the top. My friend said, I really wanted to go up there and see what the office looks like. To which I answered, well, one day I will be working right there and you're gonna be here in New York, and I will invite you to come up and have coffee with me there. Then I'll show you the office. He left, obviously. We used to work in an agency in Brazil, and this was just too big of a leap. Turns out I was hired by Google Brazil in 2015, less than 2 years after that conversation. And in 2018, I was transferred to Google New York, and I was working in that exact building we talked about. He did not have the coffee with me, but yeah, I was there. I told him I was going to be. It took a few years, but the combination of my board with my plan worked. So how do you make your plan work? Number 1, write down what you need to get there. What is this that you need? Why are you far from the dream? Number 2, list what's missing from that journey. Do you need to learn something new? Do you need to meet with someone new? What is this that's missing? Number 3, detail all the steps that you need to take in order to get what's missing. Maybe you need to have coffee with someone, so this person introduces you to the person you need to meet, the one that's missing. Maybe you need to learn a new skill, a language, for example. Maybe you need to be more outgoing and go to networking events or post more on social media. Detail what you're gonna do. It really depends on your goal and what's missing, but it's not hard to identify these things. Number 4, establish a deadline for each one of the steps. It's even better than establishing a deadline for your goal. You can have that too, and I encourage you to do so, but establish a deadline for your tiny steps. In that way, you'll feel the accomplishment more easily and more quickly. And number 5, what are you waiting for? Start right away. Okay, so now you have a lot of work to do. Create your mood board and start working on your plan today. And let me know how things are going by commenting below. Remember I mentioned that bathroom? When I was 10 years old, I had this mood board with a beautiful house overlooking the forest. The bathroom in particular had this huge window. That's now my bathroom view. So don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you don't miss the next videos about how to change your life. And I'll see you next week.